Hi, it's Jill with Close to My Heart, and I'm here with our fourth and final video in the watercolor series. So if you are just tuning in and you haven't seen the other watercolor videos, I highly recommend you go back into the Close to My Heart YouTube channel and find videos 1, 2, and 3 where we are teaching you lots of different techniques using your watercolor paints. So again, this is a series, and you will want to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you are made aware of every Close to My Heart video that we put out, because they are just full of so many fun ideas that I promise you will not want to miss a single video. So here in our fourth and final video, I am going to show you a little bit about color mixing and how you can achieve different colors based on what you are trying to match. So here is my sample layout, and you can see this is just a beautiful scrapbook page, and we've just used a lot of fun pattern papers. So these are just fun Close to My Heart papers, all put together in kind of a rainbow order. But what you might not know about Close to My Heart is that we have an exclusive color palette. So we have 40 exclusive colors, plus your blacks and whites, and those colors are named and matched specifically to all of Close to My Heart's products. So ink pads, cardstocks, and all of our pattern papers will always match one another. So that is something we are really well known for, and that we are really proud of, because our colors are just such beautiful, trendy colors that work so well together. So here you can see these obviously pattern papers use the Close to My Heart colors. Well, my watercolor palette doesn't necessarily match perfectly to our colors, but what we've done is we went through our entire watercolor palette and gave you recipes. So if you are working with Close to My Heart product and you want your colors to match, we have that information for you. So the first handout, and all of these handouts are going to be linked below in the description, so you are going to want to check that out after watching the video and download these documents, because they really will help you in your creative process. So what we've done is numbered each of these watercolors. So lots of times on my watercolors, I will just take a Sharpie and on the lid write 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way down to 36, so that this shows you what color we are referencing from this palette. Okay, so you have a document that shows you that. Then what we've done is create a document that shows you all of the Close to My Heart colors and which colors to mix to make that specific color. So this is a really popular Close to My Heart color. It's called Desert Rose. Here's a watercolor one that's already labeled, so you can see what I'm talking about. Just numbered those 1 through 36 to make it an easy reference point. So this color, Desert Rose, mixes color number 10, 11, and 33. So 10, 11, and would you have guessed 33? Look at that color. It's a very dark, kind of muddy, mossy green, but that mixed with 10 and 11 is what gives you Desert Rose. So it's really fun to study color and understand the theory behind it to know how to make different colors come together. But you might also be very surprised in what it takes to pull certain colors to match that Close to My Heart color. So we have spent a lot of time really fine-tuning this document to help you mix and match to make every shade of the Close to My Heart color using this watercolor palette. So this chart, again, available in the description box. We've also given you some tips to watercolor, as well as 9 different techniques. Some of these are the ones we've taught in these videos, but there's even more here that you might want to reference now that you've gotten a really good taste for how fun watercoloring can be. All right, so to just give you a sample of how this works, I'm going to use this blank sheet, and I'm going to reference my cheat sheet, which makes it so easy for me to recreate one of the Close to My Heart colors. Now here on this layout, this color right here is Paprika. It's a beautiful rusty red color, and so again, we've made it really easy. You don't have to guess how to make that color match your cardstock or your pattern paper. You can simply use this reference sheet. So here is my paint, and if I look at this reference sheet, Paprika is right here, and it uses color number 10, which is this one. And again, I'm just going to use a water brush, and I squeeze just a little bit of water out onto that paint and pick it up and add it over to the side into one of these wells so that I can mix and match my colors. Now the other color it uses is 6, so I'm going to come up here, and again, I'm mixing this without washing my brush in between. You can always wipe off the paint afterwards with a wet paper towel or a baby wipe, to get it back to its true color. But when you're mixing colors, it's fine just to go straight in from one to another. So now I've got that in here, and it's kind of created a nice rusty red or orange, which is really pretty. But to get paprika, we want to pull out some more of that red. But so your thought might be to grab something like this maroon, but what you actually need is number 34, which is this one right here. So again, it's really unique as to which colors help react and pull the tones that you need. So by putting in some of this brown, we're bringing this to more of that rusty red rather than the orange shade that it was. So you can just keep playing with this and mixing on how many parts of each color you need. Like if it's feeling just a little bit too brown still, you can come back to this more reddish orange. And that's really doing it right now, is adding this. It's so fun just to play around and see what different colors mixing together will do and what it brings out. So even if you're trying to make something that's not a close to my heart color, you can just use this side palette to really have fun in how you mix and match colors, and keep adding and playing until you are really happy with the shade. So here we go. We've got this nice color and it looks beautiful, like our close to my heart paprika. So you can see right here, that's going to dry down and match this perfectly by just playing around with the different parts of all the different colors. So really utilize your paint palette as a tool and as a playground, somewhere that you can really go to take the 36 colors that you have and make just limitless amounts of different shades, colors, tones, and really play with the different values so that you can create beautiful works of art that are really unique and creative every single time. So thanks so much for joining us in this series of learning all about watercolors. I hope you will like and subscribe to these videos, and also be sure to download these handy handouts so that you can reference all the different things that you've learned about watercoloring over the last few weeks. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.